Good morning everyone. Now we are going to discuss about IDA algorithm. So why IDA? So earlier videos we have discussed a DES algorithm which will be used in many commercial and financial applications. But the reason why DES is its key size is too small, and it is the entire 56-bit key space can be easily searched in a Google within 22 hours. So that we move on to IDA algorithm. So the history of IDA, or else the progress of IDA algorithm. So in 1990, the proposed encryption standard PES was developed by Sergey Lai and James Messey at Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, and it will be improved by improved proposed encryption standard in 1991. At last, no major changes applied to the previous developed algorithm, and IDEA was developed. So it was used in, IDEA was widely used in pretty good privacy. It's a email technology, it's a popular email technology. So let's discuss about the history. So it is a symmetric block cipher algorithm, and it was developed by Sergey Lai and James L. Messey, and its patent are held by Swiss company. So the basic idea behind the algorithm is the plain text here. The plain text is 64-bit and the key is used in 128-bit, and it is divided into 52 subkeys that will be discussed in the next coming slides. And ciphertext is produced as same as plain text consisting 64 bits, and in this algorithm there will be 8 rounds will be used. Like DES we have used 16 rounds. Similarly in IDEA we have used 8 rounds. In each round 6 subkeys are used. So like this 48 keys are used, and the last round consists only 4 keys. So totally we have used 52 keys, which will be generated by the original 128-bit key. That 52 key bits are used in both the encryption and decryption process. So the design principles of IDEA. So the design philosophy behind the algorithm is the mixing operation from different algebraic groups. That is, we have used modular arithmetic in IDEA algorithm. So the different operations include is XOR, addition and multiplication. So the steps behind the algorithm. Here the input plaintext 64-bit is divided into 4 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4, consisting 16 bits, and which will be inputted to next 8 rounds. The first round using subkeys which will be generated from the original 128-bit key. So similarly round 2 uses K7 to K12. Likewise the last 8th round uses K43 to K48 subkeys, and the last stage the output transformation consists only 4 keys. The K49 numbered K49 to K52, which produce the ciphertext. So ciphertext block 1, ciphertext block 2, ciphertext block 3 and ciphertext block 4. So the entire output ciphertext consists the same inputted plain text. So the IDEA algorithm is a symmetric one, that is both the encryption and decryption process we have used the same key, and it is reversible like DES. So let me discuss more on how the operations will be performed in each round. So here are the steps we have displayed. That is, first round, multiply the part 1 with key 1 and add part 2 with key 2. Similarly add part 3 with key 3, K3, and multiply part 4 and K4. So this is the basic 4 steps. The 5th step, XORed with step 1 and step 3. Similarly 6th step, XORed with step 2 and step 4. So like 7 until 14 steps are progressed in each round. The same operations are performed in 8 rounds. So we have think about. Here IDEA algorithm uses 128-bit key, but each round uses the 6 subkeys consisting 52 bits. So how the key will be generated? So in this slide we have discussed the key generation process. So the how the 52 keys are generated. The 128 bit is divided into 8 subparts and each key is consisting 16 bit each. So then the 128 bit key is circularly shifted left by 25th position. Likewise, 26th position of the key coming to the first bit position. Similarly, 25th bit position of the original key will be move on to last bit position of the circularly shifted key. So similarly, the third step is retained or cycled until 8 rounds. So the same process is performed 99 times and we have generated 56 bit keys. The first 52 bit keys will be used for rounds. The last remaining keys will be used for next round. So in this figure we have demonstrated the keys generation. So the first round 96 bits will be used K1 to K6. The second round remaining 97 to 128 bits are unused. So these 32 bits are used for next round. So K7 and K12. So in this first block K1, 97, first K1 and K2, first 32 bits are used. The remaining 64 bits we have obtained from the original key. So the original key is circularly left shift by 25 bits. So 26th bit is moved on to position number 1 and 25th bit is moved on to the last bit position. So after shift we get the keys, remaining keys K3 up to K4. So the first 64 bit we have get for the second round. So the remaining unused bit 65 to 128 bits are used for further rounds. This way the key will be generated. The key generation for last round, we get multiply the P1 with K49th key and add part 2 with K50 and add P3 with K51 and multiply the part 4 with K52. So in this way the key is generated from the original bit key, 128 bit key. So next we discuss about how the encryption is done in IDA algorithm. So the first of all, the 64 bit plain text is divided into 4 16-bit parts and they are taken as input for first round. So at the end of the first encryption round, 4 16-bit values are produced which are used as input for second encryption round. So this process will be repeated for next subsequent encryption round. The last round, 9th round, consists only 4 keys K49 to K52 and this will perform the different operation as we have mentioned in the previous slide, that is last, multiply, add and multiply. Similarly, the decryption will be performed in IDA algorithm. So the same is used for the same algorithm, the same process we have done in encryption side will also be performed at the receiving side, that is we have performed in the decryption side. The only difference is that each of the 52 16-bit key subblocks used for decryption is the inverse of the key. Inverse of the key subblock used during encryption. So it will be a reversed process. So likewise the encryption and decryption is done in IDA algorithm. So but compared to DES, the IDA is unfamiliar. Why? It is, the first reason is it is patented. So unlike DES, it must be licensed before it can be used for commercial applications. So it has no long history and track record compared to DES. So that it is not familiar with us, but we have used the IDA algorithm in one popular technology, the email technology PGP. So as we mentioned in earlier first slide. So where the IDA algorithm will be used, that is the applications of IDA. So the algorithm can be used, the solutions will be used in many market areas ranging from financial services and broadcasting to government. It can be easily combined in any encryption software, and data encryption can be used to protect data transmission and storage. The fields where IDEA is applied is audio and video data for cable TV, video conferencing, distance learning, and sensitive financial and commercial data, and email via the public networks and smart cards. So thank you for the patient listening. Thank you.